Hey guys, how's it going? This is Natinator, and welcome back to another announcement slash update video. It's not really much of an announcement video, I just write announcement because it's big and bold and it gets your attention and it's all cool and yes, so thus begins the rant of the century. Not really. So anyway, I'm really tired right now. There's not much to say, it's just late, and I haven't slept very well lately, so I'll explain as to why that is at the end of this video, but yeah, as you can see, I'm not as perky as I usually could be, but yeah, I'm here, and it's time to talk one-on-one with you guys. Something that I really like to do. Just because, you know, it's something that's gotta be done. It just has to happen. I have to say, hey, how you doing? That's right, I'm talking to you, not to the other people in the room. I'm talking to you and you specifically. What the fuck am I talking about? Okay. So, first things first, I would love to say another hearty thank you for another milestone, I guess. Like, this seems every time, but 18,000 subscribers. We passed that yesterday, so yeah, it's just crazy how quick everything's happening. I mean, it feels like it was only like last week that I uploaded the 15,000 sub special, and well, now we're 3,000 past that, and time for rant number one. I remember a while ago, a long time ago actually, maybe a year or two, I was out at a Christmas dinner and one of my cousins walked up to me and he said to me, he was like, "Oh, your parents told me that you have a little YouTube channel." And I was like, oh god, because I didn't really want to get the extended family involved in it, but they found out, as they do with gossip and such at family gatherings. Oh, love that. But so he's like, "Oh yeah, well, I have my own channel." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And then we talked about it for a bit. So back then I had about maybe 2,000 subscribers and he had about 3,000, and he was always like, "Oh yeah, I do all these prank videos," and I was like, "Oh yeah," and I watched them. They're actually really fucking funny, so you know, he deserves more subs. But I mean, I guess his channel's not really related, so I won't plug him, but you know, whatever. The idea is that it's kind of funny how in the next 2 years I came like to this point, and it's like, looking back, I was like, wow, I used to think 2,000 was a lot, and damn, I used to think freaking, you know, 200 was a lot, and now it's 18,000, and I can't even comprehend that size. I could talk about it for a really long time, but I just can't, because it's like, my old high school housed about 1,000 students, and they'd fill up a whole gymnasium or whatever, and that's 18 times that, which is ridiculous. It's crazy, it's dumb. And well, I'm just really damn thankful that 18 times a gymnasium full of people care to click the subscribe button on my channel, because obviously they must have been moved in some way. Whether or not they actually come back to watch the videos, in the end, what matters is that I actually moved them in a way. Okay, I don't know if that's actually the truth, but yeah, that's that. That's my thank you. Sorry that I couldn't do another video for that because I'm a lazy piece of shit, but I'm sure that I will figure something out, maybe for like the 20,000 sub, if I fucking can, and then if I'm lazy I'll push it back again, but things will work out, because everything will be alright in the end. That is the motto. so let's see, what else can I talk about right here? So not much has been really going on lately in my life. I've been actually getting a lot more time to relax lately. Like I predicted, work has, well, how would I put it? Work is just not as hardcore anymore. I only have 2 days on now, of 12-hour shifts, and even though that's like not that much, like it's still good. I like it. It's manageable for me because then I have lots of time to relax and then lots of time to upload and stuff, which is great. So in order to get more time for me to have, you know, a couple of days off, I usually do huge recording sessions where I just like go story after story, and then right after I finish like 4 story recordings, then I go to play a game and then do 4 episodes of that story. So then of that game, sorry. Then I have 8 videos, and then that's a week and a day that I won't have to think about it. But I don't know, I'm the kind of guy that's like, oh man, I'm ahead by a week, and then it's like, oh shit, but I should be ahead by maybe 2 weeks, so then I have time to play with. Then I get to 2 weeks ahead, and then it's like, oh man, I gotta make it a month ahead. And then by the time I get to that point, it's like, oh, now I can definitely kick back and relax. Then I do so, and then by the time I realize, it's like, oh shit, I gotta make more videos, and then I'm like, oh, but I don't feel like it because I've been so lazy for so long. And yeah, that's my philosophy on making videos, apparently. I'm really sorry about this. This is going to be a really wacky video because I have a lot to talk about, and I am drowsy as hell, and there's going to be a lot of weirdness. So if you like that, then lucky you, and if you don't like that, then I'd suggest probably just closing the video and going about your businesses, because businesses are profitable. Okay. Right. So let's see, what else have I got on my little talk list. So I don't know why I even wrote this down. I bought a 2DS recently. I guess just to tell you, because I can tell you, I bought a 2DS recently, so I could play some old games. When I was growing up, I never actually had shock horror. I never had a Nintendo 64, which really sucks. I had like other consoles and stuff, but a Nintendo 64 is something that I missed out on as a child, which is unfortunate for me. But that's why they made the 2DS, so that I can catch up for it. They made it specifically for me. Surely. Not really. I'm just being an idiot, and why I didn't even have to explain that, because it's obvious. Stop. Just stop. Okay. So I've been playing The Legend of Zelda for like the first time, beat Ocarina of Time, and honestly, just my thoughts on that. I don't know how they could have released that as a kid's game, because that game was hard as balls, and it's just like, you go into a dungeon and I can't even explain it. Like, you have to go back and forth, go around everything, just make sure that you've got all the damn keys, and you're like, and you open the chest and it's like, and it's like, oh yeah, that's so cool. And I really like that. And I also have Majora's Mask, but I haven't started that yet, so I look forward to that quite a lot, as, you know, the whole Ben Drowned stuff, really like that, but I don't understand it, and I would like to understand it, so that's good. Also playing 2DS for Pokemans, which I've beaten, and I thought that was pretty cool, because at the end, you know, you beat the Elite Four and then the champion, and then you become the Pokemon League champion of that region, and I just thought it was pretty cool because I'm officially now the Pokemon League champion of 4 generations of Pokemon games, kind of as they were released, I guess, although I was a bit late on this one. So I think the first one that I beat was Yellow when I was young, then Gold, Blue, shit, which was the other one? And then Ruby, yeah. And actually, with Ruby, I played... I'm just trying to think whether you guys care, because I don't think you do, but I'm gonna say it anyway, just because I'm really passionate about this stuff. Like, I mean, my damn beanie on my YouTube channel has Pokemans on it, so it's like, you know, I like Pokemon. Okay. Oh my god. Right, so, well, yeah, I beat Ruby about 5 times, I played Sapphire twice, and I'm trying to remember if it was Emerald. I think it was Emerald. And I liked Emerald because I thought Rayquaza was pretty cool. But that was about the only difference in the whole game. Anyway, I'll spare you guys the chatter about the Pokemans and move right along. So, talking more channel related things, the Fatal Frame series is now over as of I guess today, but by the time this gets uploaded it'll probably be yesterday. So the Fatal Frame series is now over. Great game, loved it. We're moving on now. So I've already planned the next 2, which is, you know, a big step for me. I actually had things planned. So I've got a little mini series which I've told a few people on YouTube already, but for those of you who don't know, now know. Or if you fucking see this in like 2 days, then the first episode of the mini-series will already be out. So that's a 6-part mini-series. I've currently recorded 4 parts of it anyway. Still got 2 more to go. But that's only like the little in-between part between like big Let's Plays, because I'm a fan of long Let's Plays. Like, I don't know how it happened, but somehow this channel just kind of like, my like gameplays thing has just kind of like, the repertoire of them has increased, I guess you could say. In that, like, I just look at my playlists and I see that I've got quite a number of completed game series, and I don't know, it just feels it feels cool. I don't know. And I'm really glad, like I always say, but I am truly glad that you guys stick around to watch them through, because it's like an experience. If the game's good enough, I reckon that you can watch any number of people play it. Like, I mean, The Last of Us is like my favorite game ever, and I've seen so many different people play it and I never get tired of it. But unfortunately I can't play it because I don't own the PlayStation. I don't know if it was on 4 or 3, but I don't own either of those, so I couldn't play it. So yeah, that's that. And well, like I said, with this new mini-series, as it being the interlude between Fatal Frame and the next long playthrough, and the next long playthrough is something that I was recommended a long time ago, sorry, and I will play it because I'm pretty keen to play it, and I know nothing about it. I'll probably say that again when I play it, but I haven't seen any of the gameplay. I'm like living under a rock when it comes to YouTube. I just don't watch anything anymore. So it's like, because it's like spoilers for things that I could potentially play, you know? So there's that. So from that, I don't think that there's anything else to report on the channel now. Actually, there is a chance that in the coming days, depending on how I feel, I might miss a few uploads the week after the next coming week. But that's not me just telling you. That's like, it's a possibility, because it's not set in stone. I'm just saying that because I've got a couple trips to Sydney planned for various events in between work days. Pretty much just twice. Once first time going with a mate down to the Vivid Light show in Sydney. I've never seen that before, and according to my mum it's really good, so I was like, why not? I'll fucking go, why not? Free show. And then Saturday, I have an Alice in Wonderland concert to attend in Sydney, so that is going to be pretty great. I hope it's great, because I really like her as a musician, DJ Thingo. Oh man, I'm freaking tired. You know what, we should just have a chill session right here. Just kick back and relax, because I am so tired I could literally just fall asleep while this thing records, and that would be really weird. But oh yeah, most professional little video here we've got. I'm fucking yawning, and I'm not even gonna edit this, because fuck editing. I hate editing so much. If I had money, I would pay for an editor to edit my videos for me. If I had an editor, I would be able to upload way more. Just simply because I can record like 8 videos in a day, but then it takes me the whole week to upload them because I'm like, oh, I don't want to edit them. But you know, that's just me whining like a fucking 2-year-old, because I am a 2-year-old in reality. I just grew up with a really unnatural voice and potential for learning and stuff. What am I even talking about? Oh man. Oh man. This week has been a long week. Yes, so, well, you know what? I think it's time to talk about something interesting. Now, things are gonna get a little bit serious and a little bit creepy here, and, you know, there's all these creepypasta stories that are written by people, and, you know, they're fictional stories. Sometimes they're so good that, you know, you can't tell if they're fictional or not, but this story that I'm about to tell you is not something that I've written. It's not something that someone else has written. It may sound like it just because it's like a scary thing, but it is literally something that's been happening for the past few nights, and this is what I'm getting to in terms of why I'm up so late and why I'm doing this recording, like, feeling so tired, why I haven't been sleeping well lately. And, you know, like, it hasn't happened now, but there's got to be a rational explanation for it, but I'll just tell you. You guys can choose to believe it or not, because, you know, I could just be telling tall tales, as everyone would be saying. They're like, oh, you know, you're full of bullshit. But this is legit. I don't care what you say. It's been happening, and I was scared, and I fucking have trouble sleeping because of it, and it sucks. So, pretty much, what day is it today? Here, check. It's Friday today. It happened maybe Wednesday, so, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's only been 2 days, but still. I'm a little bitch, so on Wednesday night, I stayed up late playing games, and I was like really tired, so pretty much just straight to bed. When I sleep, I turn my fan on, like a roof fan, ceiling fan, and I put it on like the highest setting, so it just creates noise and air movement. I don't know, I'm one of those people that just has trouble falling asleep in a still, quiet room. I like to have like a background sound that's not like something that's disturbing, but at the same time it's something that just isn't just that ringing sound of silence. So pretty much I closed my eyes and I was ready to go to sleep. I was practically on the way to sleep when I started hearing like a snoring, and initially I was like, oh my fucking god, my dad is snoring, and like, that's so annoying. Like, I was just about to go to sleep and it's picked up, but it wasn't actually snoring, because as I like kind of just laid there listening to it with my eyes closed, it sounded more just like heavy breathing, and I can like replicate the sound. It kind of sounded like, I don't know if it was like an inhale or an exhale, but it was just like And it just kind of like, I don't know, like, it wasn't like a set kind of thing, like it was something that I noticed, like, when people snore, they kind of like snore on cue, like 1, 2, 3, snore 1, yeah, like, I don't know why the fuck I just did that, but the point is that that sound wasn't happening on a cue, it was just kind of like random, and at first, like, I've got blinds on my window, and I don't actually close them fully, I leave them up by a quarter, and with my fan spinning, I thought, oh, that would just be the sound of the blinds maybe like scraping against the wood walling, or I don't know what it's called, like the thing that houses the pane of window. Look, the point is that I flicked on the light because, you know, I thought, what the hell, that sounds like breathing. It's not my dad, because my dad's room is to my left and my window is to my right, and my window looks out onto a wood. Well, I guess for like American people it's like a forest, but it's not really a forest, it's just like the woods, but it's not a big wood. It's just, oh god, that sounds dirty, but it like there's probably about 1 kilometer or 0.7 of a mile between my wall of the house, like my side of the house, and another building, because there's just this wood between them. Or I don't know how else to say it without making it sound like, oh, there's wood there, ha ha ha, funny. But the point is, it's trees, it's grassland, and it's just like creepy as fuck, you know? And so I'm sitting up in my bed with the light on, and I'm like looking around. I'm like, what the fuck is that sound? And I started like pushing the blinds to try and replicate the sound, because I was like, well, obviously if this like makes that sound, then that would be that. And like I pushed on it, it did make the sound. And what I've come to realize right now as I'm recording is, like, I turn my fan on every night. So when I think about it, if it was my blinds, then it should do it every night, but it only happened Wednesday and Thursday. But the thing was that, like, another thing that, I don't know if you guys think that's weird or not, like, my room is elevated. It's on like a second floor, but it's not really a second floor, because there's a because of the incline or decline of the slope in our area, our house is kind of like what would you call it, a trapezium or something. No, that's incorrect. Or is it? No, it is kind of. It's just, the point is that it's slanted, and my side of the thing is off the ground, looking down the slope, and the point is that there shouldn't be a sound like someone breathing coming from the window, like as if it's right up against the screen. And I leave my window open partially with like the fly screen there, and you know, it's safe because it's on the second floor, so no one's just gonna like peek through or whatever. But I leaned over, and because I had my little bedside light on, I couldn't see outside, because outside's pitch black. All I could hear was this sound, this like and I'm just like, oh fuck, that sounds terrifying. So first I hit the light, pulled the sheets back over, and I was like, fuck that, I'm going to bed, fuck that. But it just kept happening, and I was like, no, turn the light back on. And I don't know where I got the courage from, but I literally put my face right up against the window just to see, like, you know, like what the fuck is out there, if there is anything out there. And it stopped, the sound stopped, but I heard like crunching in the, like, it literally just sounded like someone was walking away. Like, I don't know. It's just a weird thought to have. And I know, like, you guys would probably be like, oh, fuck, you should just call the police, but I don't know, in my kind of position, like, we live in a safe neighborhood, like, there's, you know, crime is not a big factor here. The worst things that happen are, like, car crashes and stuff. And it's just like, you know, I'm not particularly worried, it's just that it was, like, really creepy, and I was just, I don't know what to think of it. I don't know if it's, like, legit or not, like, you know? But, yeah, no, that's not a fake story at all. It actually did happen, and I don't know what to make of it. I'm not gonna call the cops because it's like, you know, I'm a big boy now. If someone is at my window heavily breathing and looking at me while I sleep, then I will sort it out. And if it's a monster, then I will die. Because, you know, I can't fight a monster. I can fight a man, but I cannot fight a monster. So yeah, that's my creepy story for you for the night. Not really, but yeah, Jesus, I am so tired. Alright, so this is the end of the video, really. But the thing that I would like to say now that I've had my big rant and talk is that I would really love to hear from you in the comments. Just if you want to put something down there, then anything from like how your day has been to big plans for the future, so anything, something crazy, I don't know. Just throw it on down there. I'll do my best to read them all and respond to them in time, because, you know, who knows when there'll be a point when I won't be able to respond to everybody, and I won't be able to see everybody's comments and stuff, and then that'll suck because I won't be able to be so connected to you. But I'll try to do these videos, like, even if I doubt, but if I did get popular, then I would still make these videos, and I hope that people would enjoy them. But yes, as it is, I think that I will go to sleep now, and even if there are weird things outside, I don't think that they will bother me tonight, because I am so tired. I have bags under my eyes that are like grocery bags full of meat, and it's like, whoa, how great. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I don't think that this is like good for YouTube. I think this is literally me just like slurring into the microphone for half an hour. Jesus Christ, this video has been going on for a rather long time. Oh my. Oh well, it's not my issue. You guys have to deal with that shit. Because you are the guys who listen to me, who are like, who want to listen to me, which is just crazy. A lot of people say a lot of nice stuff, like, you know, I said before in my 15,000 sub video that, like, you guys should just do what you like or love to do instead of like wasting time listening to me, because, you know, I'm just a nobody. And then people are like saying, you know, listening to you is what I love to do, or I listen to you while I do what I love to do. And to the people of the former option, I say, well, you're too kind, because honestly, you shouldn't love listening to me because I don't do anything special. And to the people of the latter, who say they listen to me while they do what they love, then, you know what, I get behind that. I'm happy for you, because I like to listen to music when I do things, and you guys like to listen to me, I guess, if that's what you say. But yeah, I think that I'm gonna bring this video to an end before it becomes any more ridiculous, which is like, I did mention at the start it was gonna get weird, so you were warned, so you can't complain. And if you do, then take it up with management, because that's not my ideal. Okay, so how am I gonna end it? I'll just end it by saying thanks for watching, thank you for listening, thanks for just, thanks to everyone for just being awesome, because without you guys I really am just another noob in front of a computer talking about shit. But with you guys here, it means that everybody is watching another noob sitting behind a computer talking about shit. But it's popular, so that means that it's okay because society says it's okay. Something's popular. That's not true at all. Shut up. Okay. See you guys next piece of shit that I upload. So thank you. And stay tuned for more.